I solemnly swear that from here on out, I shall miss no more Black Clover anime episodes. I shall cover the rest of them. By the rest of them, I mean just this one and then the one after that, because, I mean, after that, it's over. I'd be a complete and total moron if I didn't cover the final episode of the anime. I mean, it might be the final episode, it might not. We still got that special announcement. Who knows what it could be? I still got no clue. Really quickly, though, before we get into the new episode, I want to comment on the previous one. It was fired. Notched or Knocked, I forgot how you say his name. I think it's pronounced Knocked, but anyways, he is so cool. We finally got to see a little bit more of him in that episode, and bro, he's got demons? And he's got like 5 of them too? And the way that he pulled up on the captain's like, shut your bitch asses up, we in a meeting and I'm taking it over now? Fire, dude. Also, really cool to see that my boy Yuno ain't down in the dumps. He ready to get back into the battle, ready to get back into the fight. Now let's just hope that this plan that they got works out, and hope that they get there before Yami and William get sacrificed. But with all that said, now it is time to move on to the new episode, and y'all should already know how this works by now. I'm gonna watch it on my lonesome, then I'll be right back to talk about it with y'all, okay? Okay, see you soon. Oh my gosh, dude, I can't believe I forgot to mention this when I was talking about the previous episode in this video. The elves showed up at the end of the previous episode. It was crazy, dude. Just like showed up right in front of everyone. I thought originally that they saved like Noelle and the gang from the explosions, but we learn in this episode that Noelle and the others actually saved themselves from the explosions with their remaining magic. But before we learn about that, we learn about something else that is much more interesting. No, it's not the name of the place that the elves are in that is hidden deep within the Heart Kingdom. It is these two children, or rather it has to deal with these two children, and the fact that they are the children of Lady Tetia, you know, Lick's wife, who I thought was dead as mess, but it turns out that Nero actually healed her, or not healed, but sealed her wounds while she was like lying here. She was still alive, I'm guessing barely, and after that Nero turned into a bird so she couldn't like check up on Lady Tetia, because when she turned into a bird she woke up like many years later, so Tetia was already gone from there and went to some other place, who knows where. But yeah, at the end of the day, Lady Tetia survived and she had 2 kids. And as Nero puts it, Lumiere's vision has been fulfilled. The new world that he wished for is right here. Elves and humans have come together, and they made babies. But anyways, we then learn why Noelle and the others were saved by the elves. Actually, I feel like saved is the wrong term to use there, because, I mean, they were fine. Like, once Noelle and the others saved themselves from the huge explosions, they were just knocked out. They really just kind of brought him here for whatever reason, at the behest of the guardian of the place that the elves are living at, Dryad. But Noelle doesn't really care about any of that. She is way more concerned with the fact that she was way too weak to defeat Vanica, and thus that led to the capture of Loro. And since not being strong enough is her main concern, well, really Loro being captured is her main concern, but not being strong enough is a byproduct of that. So essentially, since not being strong enough is her main concern, and since the people that are in front of her and quote-unquote saved her are stronger than her, she pleads for essentially training. Side note, if I was Patry here, I would be so unbelievably pissed. Like, why are you wrinkling up my freshly pressed linen? This shit not cheap. Also, I love the elves' response to Noelle grabbing onto Patry, shaking him, asking him to get her stronger. Kinda commanding him in a way, but the first response is, wow, is that really how you ask someone for a favor, Little Miss Royalty? Again, the freshly pressed linen, get off it! He understands? But the second response is almost like better than the first one, because Patry is like, do you really think you can defeat the enemy that you spent months training to defeat with a couple more days of training? Like, y'all got destroyed, demolished after months of training, and you think, what, a couple of days is gonna now turn the tide? What's crazy about all this, though, is that it might actually do that because Patry and the elves are going to teach Noelle and the gang ultimate magic. The elves' esoteric art. There we go. I will say this though, ultimate magic from everyone else is cool, but I want to see ultimate magic from the elves. That's what I really want to see, especially Patry. I want to see him work with that light magic against the Dark Triad. And he's also got like some devil stuff in him too, because that black eye, I think, maybe, I don't know. Or not black magic, I think it's dark magic is what it's called. He's got light and dark magic, I think. But anyways, let's keep it moving. Because after that, yeah, you got Gaja talking to the Clover Kingdom, talking about how they're gonna join in the fight with the Clover Kingdom against the Dark Triad. But what happens after that is way more interesting, because you got Noct pulling up to the hideout of the Black Bulls and basically just calling them all trash. He's like, every single one of you is trash. Your squad's trash. Your leader's trash. Your individual members are trash. Your backstories are trash. Even the people that aren't here are trash. But hey, I'm willing to work with you. And if you want to go save your leader, you got like 2 days to get stronger. And that's basically everything that happens in the scene. But before we move on from said scene, I want to get to one line that Noct says here that had me dying, bro. It's this part right here. He says this in response to Grey sticking up for her fellow Black Bulls, saying, hey, you can't make fun of them for the way that they look. And Noct simply replies with, well, if you don't want to be judged by how you look, don't look like that. Oh my gosh, this dude just don't give a fuck. He don't care. He don't care. He is honestly like top 5, top 3 Black Clover characters, dude. Off rip. And he's only been in like 3 episodes so far. He is just making a great first impression. After that though, we then move on to some pretty dark stuff. Like, do y'all remember when this series was about, like, trying to become the Wizard King? And we had, like, a couple of mentions about devils here and there, and some devils even showing up and being defeated, but it never really went too deep into the devil stuff. It does now, though, and it's honestly a little bit creepy. Like, Asta and Noct are really doing, like, a devil binding ritual. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh, and also all these skulls? Yeah, these are the people that tried the ritual and failed. So I think Noct killed them and put them all here. Noct, how many times have you done this before, dude? Maybe it wasn't Noct, I don't know, but somebody killed them and put all their skulls in here. Moving on, though, the ritual then begins, and we see Asta's devil. Hold on, right, oh, I not almost missed it, I did miss it. Let me get back to it. There we go, we see Asta's devil, and he looks pretty ill, dude. I'm not even fitting to lie to you. Like, he's not super imposing, but there's just something about him that's so, like, I don't know. I don't even know, like, the right word for it. Cool? This dude is being voiced by the same dude who voices Bakugo in My Hero Academia. I think they got the same voice actor. But anyways, after the devil is summoned, Asta thanks him for giving him so much power throughout the fights. But, you know, Asta's devil ain't trying to hear none of that. That's why he makes the grimoire float, summons a sword from it, and starts attacking Asta. This is really cool here, though. Boom. The sword just being completely black. Ooh. This shot is so cool. I already saw it before, but seeing it again? Ugh. What's this dude's name? Does he even have one? That's probably a spoiler. Please don't tell me in the comment section. I mean, it might be revealed in the next episode. But back to this one, where Asta just refuses to fight his demon because he can tell by the key of the devil that he is not trying to kill Asta. And Noct is like, what are you talking about? There's a devil in front of you. Devils are like pieces of shit. You know, they got no good intentions. Then Asta says just because you're a devil doesn't automatically make you a bad guy. And that makes bro think of, I'm assuming, just taking an educated guess here, Asta's mom. But yeah, with that is actually the end of the episode. This was a really good one, dude. I liked it a lot. But anyways, that is going to do it for this video. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.